are the first one to find me. Yay! Can you hear me? How's the volume, Melanie? Okay, good. I'm glad. All right, we're just going to wait a couple of minutes until everybody else finds me. I'm impressed. You were the first one. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Were you stamping today? I need to have a little drink while we're waiting for everybody else. Or maybe I scared them off and they're not coming back. That's possible too. What a struggle. The struggle is real, eh? Well, I think the others got lost. There she is. There's Miss Carol. Yay, you made it. Oh, how old's your son today, Melanie? Yay, I'm glad you're here, Carol. All right. I don't know where the others got to, but I am going to get started because it's very warm in this craft room with the door shut, and I don't want to turn my fan on because it makes too much noise. We are going to do something a little bit special tonight. I have 2 more cards for you. Two. And both of them are fun folds. You're going to love this. Super simple. Super simple. Are you ready? Here is your recipe. Just take a screenshot and you will have everything you need to know. This is a piece of designer series paper, and I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out, but this piece of paper is 8.5 by 11. Same size as a piece of cardstock, but it's designer series paper. So we are going to fold this in half this way. And then we're going to open it back up. 23 years old. Well, that's great. And then we're going to fold it the other way in half. All right. Can you see that? It's folded in half this way and half this way. All right, no measuring, just start with a 8.5 by 11, fold it in half, fold it in half. Easy peasy, right? All right, now you are going to put this in your paper trimmer, and on this score line, we are going to cut it from the center point out. All right, so this is what your piece of cardstock is going to look like. I guess it's designer series paper, not cardstock. All right, so you're with me so far. Now we have to decide which pattern we want on the outside. All right, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways of doing that. I'm going to go with the black. So you're going to take this bottom right hand corner and you're going to put your finger on this score line here so you know where you're going, and this is just going to get folded right up there on that score line. Okay? And then just burnish it. Pretty easy, right? Take this corner, pull it up straight on that score line. And I know it's hard for you guys to see the score line. All right, now we're going to go up to this corner. There's our cut line. You're going to feel for that score line and put your finger on it, and you're going to move in about an inch, okay? And then you're going to fold this right straight down. Now, do you see why I used the stripe on the inside? Because it's very easy for me to see that that's a straight line. All right? Are you with me? Okay. So now we're going to fold this one over here. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I want the black on the outside. So, let me see if I can flip it. I might not be able to do that. My pocket will be, yeah, I can. My pocket's going to be on the other side, but it'll work. Nah, we're going to have to do it stripes. All right, back to where we were. This is how we were. All right, so this one is going to fold over here, and we need to put some adhesive down that side. All right, so I'm just going to open this up. First, I'm going to do the flap. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the flap so that'll stay down. Then I'm going to put some adhesive right here, and we're going to fold that over. All right, so far so good. All right, so we have this flap here. Then we're going to fold that one in behind. All right, put some adhesive on this flap, fold it down. Then we're going to take this one and we're just going to pull it right over. Fold that right over top of the other one. Okay, and adhesive and seal it down. And then we're just going to pull this up here. Okay, now I have just a little piece where I didn't fold it straight. I'm going to trim that off so it's nice and straight. All right. So now we need to do this side and this side with adhesive. So right there and up to there. And then we just fold it up. All right, so that is our double pocket card. Now we have to continue this journey a little bit. I need to find my sample. This is the one that I did earlier. Okay, and it has a little bookmark. And it has a little place to write the greeting. Okay, this is some retired paper. I was just trying it to see how it worked. This is the new host paper in the annual catalog. So I really intended to have it so that the black side was showing, which is why I have the black here. But that's okay. We'll make it work. So for the bookmark, you're going to take your Delightful Tag Punch and put in a piece of white cardstock and punch it. And then we're going to do the same thing with a piece of black cardstock that's just a 1/4 inch bigger. And you just need to make sure that we're centering this in the punch. And we're not. See, what I'm doing is this is just a little wider than what the punch is intended for. So I'm actually forcing it. Sorry, my head's in the camera. I'm actually, there we go. I'm actually forcing it, and I can see back here that we're straight. So we'll punch that. And then because it's a little wider, we're going to have to just snip off those two little pieces. And this, oh, I guess I don't need that. I was using this. Just gets layered on the front, and you can make these inserts whatever size you want that are going to fit in the pocket. Okay, and because I use snail, that one's a little snug, but there's our piece for our greeting. All right, and then we have this one. And we're going to glue this onto the black, and then we'll trim the bottom off the black. There we go. And we'll just leave a little border. And then that will be able to go right in like that. So now we need some ribbon to pretty that up. So I guess maybe this pretty glitter ribbon would look nice. Let's bring that tag out. And you can decorate this little bookmark however you like. Ooh, I don't think I left enough to make a knot. Maybe, we'll see. Oh yeah. We made it work, ladies. We made it work. All right. We'll just trim those tails a bit. And I mean, you can stamp this however you want. You guys get the gist of it. And then this piece here is going to be for my greeting. I'm just going to layer these together. And pop that on there. And if you wanted, you could do it as a diamond. I'm going to do it as a square. And that, my friends, is how it's done. Pretty easy, eh? All right, you have the gist. I'm not going to continue with that anymore. You know exactly how to do that. I'm going to get rid of this punch and this ribbon and the garbage. And we will move on to our next card. We are going to do an angled pocket card. I'm going to show you the one that I did earlier. This one's super, super simple. Uh-oh. I lost one of my sequins. Because my... Is it in the bag? No, it's not. All right, there's supposed to be another sequin here. Oh, that's going to bother me. Let's just get it and fix it. I have them right here. There we go. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. This is the angled pocket card. And it just has this little insert. Isn't that cute? All right, I'll show you how to do it. This one, I'm going to try to do it as a guy card. So, our cardstock is 11 by 4 1/4. So you're cutting your paper in half lengthwise. All right, it's scored at 5.5. And you are going to, I marked it once already. Where did I mark it? Right there. On the short side, mark it at 1 inch, okay? So there's 1 inch, there's the mark right there. There's a little tick mark. I know you probably can't see that. All right, so we are going to cut from that tick mark up to this corner. All right, so this tick mark and that corner have to be in the track. And we're cutting that off. All right, now we're going to fold our card. Oh, I'm going to leave that there for a moment. And we will burnish that fold. Okay, now I'm not going to use the, I'm just straightening my card. I'm not going to use the snail. I am going to use Tombow. And I'm just going to put a fine little line very close to the edge, like so. Okay? And then we're going to close it and just hold it for a minute until that Tombow does its thing. Press it with the bone folder and we're good. We have our pocket done. Now we have to do our designer series paper. There is a right way and a wrong way to do this. Oh, I found my sequin that was missing. All right, I want the black on the front, okay? So because I want the black on the front, I have to, I have to mark the opposite side. So I've marked here at 1/2 inch. No, I haven't. Good thing I checked that. Yes, it's supposed to be at 1/2 inch, but I did not mark it at 1/2 inch. I marked it at 3/4, so that would have been wrong. So mark it at 1/2 inch and then flip it and mark it at 1/2 inch. Okay, and now you're going to cut between those two marks. And Lord, I hope I'm doing this right, because if I'm doing it wrong, you guys are going to laugh at me. All right, take a deep breath. We've cut between the marks. When I did this the first time, I cut it wrong. So hopefully I didn't cut it wrong this time. So we're going to flip it over, and this is going to fit right in here. Isn't that cool? And yes, you will have enough to do another card. So this is a twofer. You can make two at the same time. All right. We'll grab the snail and get this piece on. This is such a simple card once you've made one. And we're just going to make the borders the same. I know this black is hard for you guys to see. All right, now we're going to work on our insert. On this one, I just did a flower up in the corner so that it peeked out of the pocket. But for this card, I wanted it to be a guy card. So I stamped a little sailboat from the Sailing Home set. I've also die cut out a soft suede, the ship's wheel, and in here there's also this stitched die cut. I also die cut that prior too. So now we're going to get some Stampin' blends, and I've got way too much border here for my liking. I'm just going to trim that a little bit. There we go. I don't mind a little white border, but I think that must have slipped when I went through the machine. All right, so my boat, I think it should have red sails. Let me grab this. Are you guys still with me? You're awfully quiet. All right, sail number 1. And sail number 2. And there's a reason that I die cut this one. You're still here. Okay, that's good, Carol. I die cut this one because I wanted to be able to put the card in the pocket and then put the sailboat where I wanted it. I just made sure that I took the little sailboat. All right. So we're going to take some balmy blue and just add a little bit of color to the sea. Just so you can tell that the sea's there. And then I'm going to take some light crumb cake, I think, and do my boat. Now this is a pretty tiny image, so it's not going to take us long to color. We are done coloring. All right, so here's my pocket card. I'm going to put it in my pocket where I want it. All right. Let me get this out of the way so you guys can see better. Now there is where I want my boat to be. But in this stamp set, there are some birds. So we should have some birds, I think. I'm just going to grab this stamp set, or sorry, this block, and I'm going to use black ink, and I need to put some birds up in the sky. And I'm just going to pop this, I'm going to stamp this to make sure I'm going in the right direction. All right. I'm going to put my birds right up here. Just like that. One and done. Now, yes, I just had another idea. Might be a good one, might be a bad one. I'm trying to find my blue blending brush. And I'm going to grab that balmy blue. And I'm going to grab that piece of cardstock again. Load some ink into this brush. And I'm just going to put some color on here. I'm just going slow because I'm hoping not to get any blobs. All right, let's pop this back on here. Look at that. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. I'm going to use Tombow to put my boat on, but I'm going to put it back in my pocket like so. And then I'll put my boat on because I want to make sure that we can see our boat. check that out. Isn't that cute? I'm happy with that. That sponging was an afterthought. All right, now we need to do a little bit more stamping. I have this for my backdrop. I don't know whether I want a small circle or a large circle. I'm thinking small. If I can find a greeting small enough, I could put thanks, but I would rather put congrats because I could use, ooh, this one's never been used, still has the paper on it. Even more reason to use it. All right, I need a block. And we're going to ink this and stamp it a couple of times before we do it on our circle. All right, now I'm going to try it. May the force be with me. Yes, it would be great for gift cards, Carol. Awesome. All right, all right, all right. Let's put a little bit of snail on here. And pop this baby on. And I'm going to incorporate, well, let's get that out here again. I'm going to incorporate this ship's wheel, something like that. Let's poke the center out of that guy. Maybe. It's hanging on and I have no fingernails. Oh, I got a funny story to tell you guys. Surprise! Funny story. So, Friday I was on holidays and I haven't had a manicure. I've had a pedicure, but I haven't had a manicure in years. I have a problem with long fingernails. I like super, super short fingernails because I cannot stand dirty fingernails. Hence, super short fingernails. Well, because I hadn't had a manicure, my cuticles were a mess. So I decided on Friday I was going to go get my eyebrows done and get a pedicure or manicure. So I went to the new place up the street. And she looked at me and she said, "You're having a manicure?" With a shock. And I said, yes, I am. Well, let me tell you, that little girl got quite the tip. She did such a good job. She said, when I was leaving, she said, "And I hope to see you again soon." As in, don't wait so long. Funny. Anyway, there we go. There is my guy version of the angled pocket card. And there is my girl version. Funny. We have some more leftover bits for our bits box. And I'll bring these ones, back in. And we'll have a look at these ones again. There are our double pocket cards. And then the ones we did over on the main page. Upside down. With these ones. This is my favorite. This is my second favorite. This one I just wanted to try it, so that's why I tried this one. But I thought it would be fun to share 3 fun folds in one day with you guys. This one, I encourage you to try this one and this one. And this goes here. All right, my friends, that's it for tonight. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration. I can't wait to see what you've come up with. And I will see you tomorrow. I do believe I will see Carol tomorrow for sure. Yeah, have a great rest of your night. I'm off to cook my husband some supper, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.